Well, good morning. Today is Saturday, March 31st, and we're on our way to the Weight Watchers meeting where I do feel I have a loss. Like I said, hope it's sunny. It's very cold though. Don't let the sun fool you because it's very cold. You'd think the spring, tomorrow's Easter, but we're supposed to get snow both Tuesday and Thursday. Oh, the joys of living in Michigan. Like I said before, I've said it on a lot of my videos. This time I'm not on a diet. I've made up my mind I'm not on a diet. This is the way I'm going to live the rest of my life. All the diets in the past, and they were diets, I just had a set goal that I was going to lose so much weight. I was going to do it in so much time. And then once I reached my goal, I could go back to eating the way I was before, and what difference would it make? I didn't need to learn anything along the way. The whole point of it was just to lose the weight for the time being. And how did that work out for me? Not real well. Because even though I'd go on little diets and I'd lose like 10 or 20 pounds, I always put on another 30 or 40 pounds afterwards. So what was the point? This way I know I'm going to lose the weight. And I'm going to live my life. I'm going to enjoy myself. I plan on having a chocolate Easter bunny tomorrow with no guilt. I've already bought it. It's a lot of points. And I'm going to eat it with no guilt. And I'll just make up for the rest of the week. That's just what I'm going to do. And I just know this is the way I got to live my life. I know it's going to take me a long time, but you know, I'm not going anywhere. I think that this is just something I want to do, and I'm going to do it, and it doesn't matter to me how long it takes. If it takes years, this is the way I'm going to eat for the rest of my life, so what's the difference? If it takes 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years, what difference does it make? As long as I'm going in the right direction and I'm not going back up, and I'm not going back up. I'm not. And I just know that this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. And I'm going to go out to eat because I do that. I like to go out to eat, and I like to have snacks, and I'm going to have my snacks. And I'm not going to have guilt, and I'm not going to let people tell me, which I've heard that this is what the meeting is about today, is, you know, like speaking up for yourself. I don't know if you know this about me, but I have no problem speaking up for myself. And my family, although I brought them up Catholic, other than Denise's family, I didn't bring them up. But anyway, all ate meat yesterday. And they also sent me a little meme. Both of them, well, Jimmy's on a cruise, so he wasn't there. But it was kind of to the fact, like the people nowadays are living out of wedlock. They're having babies out of wedlock. They're doing all of this stuff that they're not supposed to be doing according to the Bible. Yet, if mom says don't eat meat on Friday or you're going to go to hell, they can't see the correlation in that. And I did find humor in that. I did think it was funny. I'm living my dad right there with the one eye closed. My dad used to do that all the time. He had the one eye closed. Oh, you can't see because of my sunglasses. Oh well. But anyway, so where was I going with this? I don't know where I was going with that. Lost my train of thought. Oh, I know that I don't have a problem sticking up for myself. So I didn't eat anything yesterday because I fast on Good Friday. And my kids were just like in total amazement. And I'm thinking, how long have you known me? You know I don't. So it's just like I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's not, I drank tea and all that, you know, it wasn't like I starved myself. But, you know, they didn't try to tempt me because we had cupcakes and we had brownies and oh, these gorgeous looking onion rings, which I could have had because that's not meat. And French fries, they're from this restaurant that's by us called Sea Burgers, that they have really good French fries. No, I didn't have any of it. So I felt pretty proud of myself because I know I have to pick and choose what I want to have. I want to have a chocolate bunny tomorrow. So no, I'm gonna be good on the days leading up to it and the late days leading after it, because that's who I am. That's who I am, and nobody's gonna tell me. And if I go out to eat, people know my friends know I'm on Weight Watchers, but they never question what I order, never, because they can see that I'm losing weight, and they don't know, they know that. Although I will admit that they don't tempt me, which is good, because, you know, like, if they want to have a piece of pie, they know they can have a piece of pie. And they're not going to say, oh, do you want a bite or whatever? But they know I'm not going to say, oh, I'm on a diet, please don't order a piece of pie. No, I'm not. You're not on a diet. You don't need to worry about it. So anyway, I don't have a problem speaking up for myself. All right, on to another subject. Okay, here comes the bumpy part, because this is the part, we're going over a bridge, which kind of like, all of our Michigan bridges are really bad. I'm just always, you see all the ones on the news where they just collapse. And I just hope that one day that this doesn't happen to this one, because it's like right over the expressway. Anyway, oh, I know, I was going to talk about when we were watching, when the kids were all done with their Easter egg hunt, and they were sitting on the floor opening up their eggs and, you know, scoping out their treasures and making their deals, trading, and all that. We were watching this Texas Flip It show, and Danny was amazed at how small the houses were. And he says, you know, why would people, he said, when we were looking for houses, some of the houses were just so small. I couldn't believe that people actually lived in those houses. It kind of reminded me when I was growing up, you know, we didn't have all these great rooms and things like that. Our rooms were divided up because we wanted to get away from each other. We didn't, I mean, I know that sounds mean, but it's not, you know, you just needed your time alone. But when I was growing up, my mother, when I was 10, my mother had 6 kids, and we lived in a little bungalow that probably had maybe 950 square feet. It was a 2-bedroom bungalow. And I remember in our bedroom, we had 3 sets of bunk beds. And then in my mother's room, she had the crib for the baby, the recent baby, which would have been Denise, and my mom and dad. And we had a dresser, and that was it. And even Danny, he says, you know, some of these houses, they're so small, the bedroom, all you can fit is a bed and a dresser. I go, well, yeah, that's all you really needed. And he says, well, how do you keep all your clothes? Well, you know, back when I was growing up, like I said, I didn't know we were poor. My mother never let us know we were poor. But we went to Catholic school, and we had a uniform, and we had 2 blouses, and the boys had 2 shirts, and they had 1 pair of pants, and they had 1 tie. And then when we got home from school, we would have a set of play clothes that we had to wear. We only had 2 sets of play clothes, but they were always clean. My mother did laundry every day. And then back then you had to iron. And remember the bottles, and you put the little cork cap on and you sprinkled the water on them, and you rolled the clothes up and you put them in the refrigerator, and then you ironed them later? My kids think I'm nuts when I say that. But I remember we had a big 7-Up bottle that we put the water in, put in the fridge, and we did that. But anyway, and then we had a Sunday outfit, and that was it. And we had good shoes and play shoes. And it was hard pressed when we had to get a tennis shoe, because like when you had gym, you had to have tennis shoes, and you had to leave them at school. And sometimes you would be like a week or 2 into the school year before you actually got your pair of shoes, because it depended on who got them first. That's just the way it was. And you know, we didn't, you know, it's just, I had fun. I really did. I had fun. And I kind of feel sorry for the kids nowadays, because there's really no imagination that I can see. They, you know, they're always just, well, they pretend to be like whatever superhero they're watching on TV, but I don't know. It's just different. It just really is different. Oh, and I know, how many people remember doing this? This is going to show you how old I am. When we were growing up, like I said, there wasn't a lot of space, drawer space. And my sisters and I pretty much shared pretty much all of our clothes, because we were all pretty close in age. Well, Susie and I, and then Denise and Mary were close in age. But when you got up in the morning, you had to make your bed. Before you even came out of the room, you had to make your bed, and you put your pajamas under your pillow. And I was thinking of that this morning as I was making my side of the bed, because Jim and I, whoever gets up first, they make their side of the bed up, and then whoever's up last finishes making the bed up. But I put my pajamas under the pillow. I've been doing it since I was a child, and I still do it. Just a memory. Thought I'd share it. All right, let's go. Let's go see how I did. Well, good news. As expected, I had a loss. So today I lost 0.8. Not quite a pound, but I'll take it. I told you, as long as I lose, that's all that matters to me. So my total weight loss now is 67.1, and I weigh 237.1. I would have liked to have lost a whole pound, because then I would have been into the 36s. But you know what, I'll take it. And this is the fifth week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth week in a row that I've had a loss. I was looking back on my tracker. I've had a 7-week loss, like a 7-week in a row loss, but my best has been 9 weeks, and that was during the Christmas holidays. So I'm going to get back on that track. I'm going to continue. I have to get a new book next time, so we'll see. I'm looking forward to using my hummingbird sticker to put for my 70-pound loss. I only got 2.9 to go for that, so I should hit that by the end of the month. And that's my goal, slow and steady. Slow and steady is going to win the race, and that's my plan. So got to go to the bank, and then I'm going to go to, see, I got my stickers in here all ready to go. See my little, they're ready to go. I'm going to bless my new book with them. And I have my stars too. So I'm going to, I bring my stars. Let me show you my stars. Diana Aunt too got me my bag that I use all the time. I got my stars. I forgot to show you that I did rub my turtle for luck before I went in. And it did bring me luck because I lost 0.8. So, not that I needed luck, because I was good all week. Well, I wasn't good all week. Let's be honest. But I lost. That's all that matters. So, let's go. Let's go do our errands. Okay, we're going to eat breakfast now because we're back from our meeting. I did lose 0.8. So, I started my day with a prayer. I drank only 16 ounces of water so far. My quote is, all dreams can come true if you just believe in yourself. 24 smart points, 3 points for my 1 ounce of cheese, and then 0 for my egg, tea, water, berries, grapefruit, and banana. So it's a 3-point meal. I have 21 points left for the rest of the day. And then look who came to visit.
Hello, my friends.
She's got to get a whole fossil of food first. She's a busy girl.
I am. I'm not eating as healthy as Sandy, though.
No, she's not.
I'm not.
Well, I didn't show you my dinner because I went to Taco Bell. I've been craving Taco Bell for a long time now, and so no guilt. I had it. It was too many points, I know. But I had the Nacho Bel Grande with the, what does it come with, the taco, and I had a cherry Pepsi, or wild cherry Pepsi, or whatever it was. No guilt. And tomorrow I'm going to be good, and Monday back on track. So I hope you guys all have a great Easter, and I will see you guys on Monday. Oh, like this video. I haven't said that in a while. Like the video. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. Share if you think it'll help somebody, and leave a comment. I love your comments. So happy Easter. See you Monday.